Hello, everybody. I have no original intro yet, so let's just say hi. And my name is J. Walt Dubams the Third, which I would hope you know by now. I am joined with.
Hello.
You could say your name if you want to.
Uh, oh, hello. It is I, Chris Buckle, famed YouTuber Chris Buckle. I'm also bored.
Valid. We're just sitting here waiting and watching. Yeah,
Watching and waiting.
yeah. See what I did there? Little reference and also, that could be a little plug for my video I did, being part one of ranking every Phineas and Ferb song, which you are referenced in.
Based.
Yeah.
Based.
So, what do you think we're gonna see in this? Because I see lots of Silk Song. I could see that happening, but I could also see
I
it being
don't
a Switch 2 thing.
I don't see Silk Song happening here. Although, I mean it's always possible, but I wouldn't say Silk Song's any more likely at this Nintendo Direct than any other Nintendo Direct. Like I don't think particularly Team Cherry or whatever's making it on, Nintendo's schedule related to their, console releases or whatever, that wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
make good sense. So I wouldn't say Silk Song's particularly any more likely than it ever is. And well, one day we'll probably get more Silk Song news. It's just kind of a toss up as to when, but I don't think it's going to be particularly, there's going to be any indication beforehand from the timing of the direct, particularly like there would be
Interesting.
with, Nintendo announcements.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it go either way, be it with Xbox or Nintendo. I could see it go for,
Yeah.
considering we got our biggest news at that one Xbox showcase. That said, though, I do think they'd want to be somewhere super big since they're a smaller team, but
That's
who
true.
knows?
It just depends, I think, on whether or not they have it ready to show off, like
Yeah,
or not. Like if they don't have anything to show right now, then you can't really reasonably expect them to.
true.
Something else I would expect to see though, Metroid Prime 4, that's coming out in like May or something, I think. We haven't seen
Yeah.
like we haven't seen hardly any of it since the last direct. I think almost only we'll at least get some footage of that in here. It probably won't be anything new or any like major announcement or anything we're going to. It'll just be like, oh yeah, here's a reminder Metroid Prime 4 is coming out in May. Because May's not that
Yeah.
long from now. May is, this is March, end of March. May is just around the corner. April's not really that long, and it's gonna be May before you know it.
And
I'm
it'll
honestly
definitely be a
surprised.
cross gen.
Yeah, that might be a thing that is
Mm-hmm.
briefly mentioned in this. Even though I know this direct isn't supposed to be about a new console at all, they might note that since they hadn't really announced Switch 2 yet, at all. Really, I guess when 4 was false announcement. But what I was saying is, I'm honestly surprised we haven't seen more marketing for Metroid Prime 4 and more footage. It almost makes you worry after all its development problems that maybe Nintendo doesn't have faith in the game, especially since they've been really pushing DK over it, even this close
Mm-hmm.
to when it is supposed to launch Metroid Prime 4. So I don't know. We'll just see if they increase their advertising or not. If not, that probably a bad sign for the game, not just its sales, but is maybe a sign that they don't have faith in the finished product. Or although that may not mean anything, so long with the finished product, it may mean that those they're hesitant because of the development troubles. Metroid Prime 4 obviously got announced back in like 2017. It was like the first E3, after the Switch came out. I remember hearing about that, seeing that trailer, and then it's just we finally got some footage. Like what was that? Like 8 years later or something.
Well, remind me
And
again, how short was the turnaround time of Ultimate in the game getting revealed? Because I think
It
that was
was
pretty
it was
short.
it was Ultimate was revealed in March of 18 and it came out in December of 18. So it was um not that long. It was literally it was 10 months. It was less than a year.
Yeah, and if Prime 4 is still coming out in May, you you,
And it
you
had
you
some
say you say May for Prime 4 still
I was
is?
thinking May was the date they had announced, but I'm just that's just me going off of memory
Yeah,
though.
because I can honestly see that being a December game. Like, I know it's not super heavy hitter anymore, Metroid, but considering some of the staff that's on board, because I don't know if you've heard, but they have like literally someone from DreamWorks there. They have someone from Halo there. They have someone from God of War. Like, they're like recruiting all these heavy hitter names. It seems like.
Wikipedia just lists uh 25 as its release date, doesn't have a month. Um that doesn't mean it's not May, but I was gonna say I thought it was May from something said in last direct, but I could be
Uh,
wrong. But I was under the impression it was coming out like just like very shortly before the console was supposed to, which we don't have a date on the console either, but it was my understanding that Prime 4 was coming out just like I may have just like mind tricked myself into thinking it was a spring release just because I like assumed that the new console and like
yeah,
the new Mario Kart would be like a fall release. So like I'm not like
yeah, Mario
liking
Kart.
anything
Yeah.
here. Like I want to make that clear. I don't have any inside source at Nintendo. I just
S-
for some reason thought it was May, and
s-
if it wasn't, if I never said that, then I'm just wrong. I guess I misremembered.
So you aren't like someone going undercover that works at Nintendo.
No,
All right. Nah, but jokes aside, I also feel it's a very safe bet to say we're going to see a Farmville like game here, another
he's
farming sim.
yep,
A farming sim or RPG, one or the other, it never fails. And we're also maybe something from
both.
Sakurai because there is a tweet he made on this too.
I don't expect to see probably anything from Sakurai until at least probably like I don't know, like if Sakurai will make like another like non-Smash game here like anytime soon. If he does, it's only a very welcome development. If he doesn't, though, I wouldn't be surprised either.
If
So
anything.
I wouldn't expect to see any um Smash announcements. Obviously, at
Oh
this,
no,
obviously they
not at
finished the
all.
DLC for Ultimate.
No.
I do think we could start hearing about a new Smash game as early as just after the Switch 2 releases, basically after the main hype cycle for the new Mario Kart dies down.
Mm-hmm.
But just a little bit. Of course, Mario Kart is a very steady seller, but I could see theoretically. I've been saying it's been a long time. I've been saying I think it's about time for a new Animal Crossing.
Oh,
I'm
definitely, yeah.
I'm hoping we get fairly early on in next generation on Switch to the new Animal Crossing because honestly, the previous one wasn't my favorite, and I feel like there was a
Fair.
lot of stuff it still needed. Especially that it was missing from it that was in previous titles. But I've
Mm-hmm.
been saying, it's been 5 years, over 5 years now since the last Animal Crossing came out, and that game came out almost 2 years after, not quite 2 years, but 1.5 years after Smash Ultimate. It was I remember watching with Vil before Smash Ultimate came out.
Honestly, that could be a good heavy hitter too.
And I'm just saying,
Yeah.
well, Animal Crossing seems like something that you could sink a lot of time into early on in a console's lifespan when it doesn't have very many games. So I'm like hoping, like early on in Switch 2, we won't see it here, of course, but I'm hoping personally early on in Switch 2's lifespan we'll get a new Animal Crossing. I'm just saying, if it's been 5 years since the last Animal Crossing, because I mean we'll get between New Leaf and New Horizons was 7 years. If it's been 5 years since New Horizons, well, it's been what is it now, like 7 years since Ultimate came out? Smash Ultimate's not quite 7 years. 7 years in December.
Mm-hmm.
I'm counting just by year, not by month. Over 6 years. 6 years, 3 months basically. That's a pretty long time. I mean, I'm sure there probably is a new one in some stage of development, maybe just early development. I don't know, but I'm sure there's something going on behind the scenes regarding Smash because I don't see Nintendo going 7 years without even starting development on a new one. So I will say I don't think it will be that long. Just while we're on the subject of Smash, I don't think it will be that long before we hear about a new one being in development, or maybe even releasing. I mean, I'd say the new Smash game could come out maybe as early as next year, 2026. At the late, because like think about it, like it's 2025, 2026 is next year. And then after that, you have 2027, 2028. Well, I definitely don't think Nintendo's going to be waiting a full 10 years. I mean, I know they did with Mario Kart, but I don't think they're going to be waiting all the way till 2028 or something to do a new Smash Bros. Um, I'm guessing it's 26, 27, maybe, is when we'll get a new Smash. Announcement beforehand, possibly. Possibly a shorter announcement. Nintendo's been doing those, obviously. As you pointed out, Jay,
Yeah.
very short turnover for Ultimate. We've also had short turnover for games like Echoes of Wisdom and lots of stuff like that. So, and then we've had other games.
Personally, too, some other games I'm thinking is this will definitely mainly be third party focus or indie. Like that feels safe. Maybe only three at max Nintendo announcements. And most of those are probably just gonna be like ports. Like say
Quotes.
if we did get an actual Sakurai game here, I would be willing to bet maybe Kid Icarus or something. Like something small and it's not
Yeah,
really made by him, it's just overseen by him. So
I
like
can
think
see.
so like
Sorry, go
think like
ahead.
the team that made Ocarina of Time 3D, maybe they're making it. That team. I'm brain frying the name. I think it's like the team literally
Rezo?
sounds like a Muppet. Like the sort of
Rezo, right?
yeah, that.
I was going to say, I can see something like a secondary IP, not like a big heavy hitter like a new 3D Mario, which I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen one of those since Odyssey, but something that's not a heavy hitter like Mario, Zelda, or, a new Zelda. We could see a port, but something like
Yeah,
Mario,
Wind
Zelda. I could
Waker.
see if Nintendo was doing like a secondary kind of like B list IP, like Kid Icarus, like F Zero, like Star Fox. I could see why they might want to put it on Switch because Switch has the biggest install base,
Mm-hmm.
and with those games having less name recognition, they probably at this point still would have their best chance on Switch and not Switch
Yeah, I
2.
agree
Their best
100%.
chance to blow up. Yeah, so that's a good thing to consider. If they all doing like something like Kid Icarus or Still Fox now, it probably would be here and not on the Switch 2
Pushmo
announced.
Collection.
Hmm?
Pushmo. The
Push no
3DS
play.
series where you're like pushing shapes as that sumo guy.
I've never played that,
Pushmo
but I do.
Collection.
I am kind of vaguely familiar with that.
Yeah, nah, very random and off cuff. I know, but it's just something that just came into my head.
Well, if that turns out to be true, everyone's going to think that like you had some insider knowledge or something. So just keep that in mind.
Well, well, I did have a few connections to a few prominent Nintendo Twitter accounts, so yeah. I do have insider knowledge from the prominent Nintendo Twitter accounts. Nah, just kidding, just kidding.
Um, and another thing I've been seeing a lot of people say on Twitter is, and just this is kind of like the last call for like Wind Waker or Twilight Princess on Switch.
Definitely, yeah.
Of course, if Wind Waker or Twilight Princess
I
come out on
briefly mentioned
Switch,
that a
if they
little
come
bit
out,
too.
if they come out here, or I mean, they'll be, we, I believe we know for sure, that Switch 2 will be backwards compatible. So if they all on Switch, you could play them on Switch 2 as well. Makes sense. Theoretically, they can come out later on Switch 2. That would be weird though, because then you couldn't play them on Switch. And that just feels like it might be limiting their marketing potential a bit. So, the people, because we don't know if the Switch 2 will sell anywhere near as well as the Switch. But uh, I will say I think there's a chance we might see one of them. I don't think we're going to see both of them because I think they would be sold as standalone games, not you know together in a collection, I guess. Because they all still fairly sizable games. I'd say personally, I think Wind Waker is more likely than Twilight Princess, but
I would like them in a
that's
collection.
that's just my gut instinct. I mean, I just I would imagine they would probably be marketed similar to how they were on Wii U. Um, just this separately. But I don't really know. But
And really quick,
hopefully,
since okay,
because they have been doing like a Zelda game over a port or new one that's kind of spun off like Echoes of Wisdom or just a main one like Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild. They have been doing like one of those a year ever since Breath of the Wild came out. They did a Hyrule Warriors this port in 18. After Breath of the Wild, they did Link's Awakening remake in 19. They did Age of Calamity in 20. I think it was Skyward Sword in 21. Um, 22 was there was something in 22, but I don't remember what. Maybe that was Skyward. I may have it wrong. And then they did Tears of the Kingdom and then Echoes of Wisdom. So they have been giving us Zelda basically every year. So I think after Echoes of Wisdom here, obviously we aren't going to be seeing a sequel, a big full one until next console. And I
oh,
don't
they're
think we're going to
late
be
by
even.
a minute. Okay, I might need to refresh this just in case. But
It's still 59 according to my computer.
okay, then my clock is off. Weird. Oh well, because like, cause it's funny, cause like the computer clock is 100% right. Okay. Oh well. Anyway, so really quick though, before we start off, I think we could see maybe a little bit more of Sonic Crossroads, perhaps as well, because that's a Switch title.
Hmm.
Yeah,
All
so
right, what
that's
is that?
another little
I've
prediction.
been a little out of the loop. Is that Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yes, Sonic the Hedgehog.
I
It's
didn't
a
know he
new
had a new one.
racing game. They're gonna bring back boards, and there's portals.
Is it like Sonic All?
I gotta be real. I I hardly know anything about the game other than there's gonna be boards. It'll be a mix of boards, carts, and portals to going to different areas.
Hmm. Sounds kind of
Yeah,
interesting. At least hopefully it's good. I'm
yeah.
rooting for it. I'm a big Sonic All fan, but it has a lot of problems. So if they can actually make Sonic All but good, I would.
Oh, okay.
I mean, with good gameplay, because the music was always good.
Oh
But
yeah, no,
oh, here we go.
music is
It's
crazy.
starting.
Okay. First reveal: farming RPG.
Oh yeah. No, they usually do something good at the beginning and end. They do form stuff at the
Oh
beginning
no,
and
I was
end.
joking. Farming RPG. Well, I was right
Oh
about
yeah, you're right. It
RPG.
is Dragon Quest. Okay, yeah, they're doing this Dragon Quest remake. You were right, Jay. Sorry, I apologize. I apologize, Jay.
Yeah,
You were
how
right.
dare you? I'm so mad at you,
I
Cruz.
shouldn't have been a hero.
Yeah,
I should have
I'm
believed the
so
vision.
mad. Cancelled.
You literally were right. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I have this Dragon Quest wave. It was like the Switch Online one. Um, not Switch Online, but it was the eShop version that came out back in I don't know what it was, but there was an eShop version of the original one that wasn't really a remake.
Hmm.
And I've played that. I mean, it's pretty good. It's kind of like SNES style. I believe that the original Dragon Quest V has kind of a complicated list of versions and release history, but I have played the original Dragon Quest V or whether the Switch port of Dragon Quest V, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really see the need for remaking the style. It just doesn't strike me as anything interesting, especially since it's not really a plot-heavy game anyways. I just don't understand why they wouldn't make a new Dragon Quest as opposed to something maybe in a similar style. Oh, this is 1 and 2. I thought it was 3 they were remaking.
Yeah, because
Am I
I mean they
stupid?
Hello,
made
everyone.
one before, didn't
I'm
they?
Shinya
Though on
Takahashi,
another
and
system.
I'll be your guide for
So
today's
is
I may be a
Nintendo
little.
Direct.
I may be a little out of the loop. I've been pretty busy lately.
That's
Today,
fair.
I was
we'll
gonna
be
say, I
providing
thought they were doing
information
3 as a
on
remake.
upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay, so
on
there's the
April 2nd.
shameless plug.
So
So
please tune
Yeah.
in for that as well.
Same time, Jay.
What you just saw
Same bat
was
time?
Dragon Quest 1 and
Gosh.
2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix.
I gotta be real. I have to double check the time on that.
Another
Yeah,
character
I'm not sure if they said or
What
not,
kind of
but
adventure
Oh no,
awaits?
they did. They
We
did.
hope
on-
you're excited
Okay.
for more information. in
I
the
knew
I
they
will
did.
say this
Okay,
art
gotcha.
style is cool, but I wish they had a little bit better
Okay,
shading.
let's see the first batch of headlines.
I
just
do like the
never been too-
Octopath Traveler like stuff.
Escape.
I've just never been too hot on Dire Straits with us to the band. Let's go. I've just never been too hot though on the HD 2D thing.
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
Is that like an anime? Like hey
Yeah, I
yo.
was gonna say it's an anime girl. She's trapped in space. You don't feel so
The
cool?
latest entry in the
Oh yeah, I remember all this AI with Sony Files game. It came out in 2019. I heard like a lot of good things about it, and then it just like seemed to have dropped off the face of the planet. I never heard anything about it again.
Your mission is to track
I thought about buying it because I heard a lot of good word of mouth back then in 2019, but like starting in 2020, I heard like literally nobody talk about it ever again. But it must have still done pretty good because I guess they have a sequel here. I don't even know if it had any more content in the meantime or not. So maybe it did, but I just won't stop hold of it since 2019. I'm honestly seeing this as a big throwback because I remember I had a bunch of people on my Twitter timeline in 2019. They were like, AI Sodium Files, I love AI Sodium Files. And I was just like, what is this game?
Well, you wanna know the funny thing? My mind immediately went to Among Us like rip off both anime chicks.
Are you into that? Would you play it?
Maybe.
You seem like the type.
Damn. Hey, look.
This looks Atlas, maybe. I mean, this looks like SMT.
It does.
With remastered HD graphics and
Okay,
enhanced
Oh,
gameplay.
Sega.
It's it's
Capital
Atlas.
City in the year
I
Taisho
thought.
20.
Yeah.
I mean, Atlas is under Sega, but I
I
feel like
think
they'd be
maybe-
identified as Atlas.
They did say Atlas. I think the Neoworld guy said Atlas, but this is clearly Atlas style. I think they showed this maybe at the Game Awards. This looks kind of familiar, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm mixing up with that Yakuza game.
I really do feel like we're gonna get now a
powerful
shit ton
attack.
of weeb shit.
Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons.
Well, we always get that.
True.
Demons
But I
We've
feel
just
like
been
it'll be a
eating
little
good
bit
this
of- okay, yeah,
second.
this is
Yes,
Yes,
clear,
Jack
yeah.
Frost.
And
If it
powers
wasn't
are
clear
helpful in
before.
finding solutions during
It was
investigations.
clear to me the moment I saw how the characters looked.
Yeah, no,
Guide
fair.
Rhino through a
Yeah, it's
series of
Atlas.
strange incidents.
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
As he
It's kinda
uncovers a
interesting. I
conspiracy that will shake
Probably
the
won't have
capital
time
to
to
its
buy it or
core.
play it, but if I had like unlimited time for
Remastered,
gaming,
the mystery of the
I probably would buy it because I'm sure it does look good. It just
Pre-orders begin later
tight
today
touch it,
on
you know.
Nintendo
And,
eShop.
That's
so,
fair.
you know.
Yeah,
That's
it's
like a game
weird
that,
they
like,
said
probably-
Sega, not Atlas. So.
Consume darkness.
Near? Question mark? No.
With
No.
your memories gone,
No.
you have been summoned to a strange,
This is like a visual
unfamiliar
novel,
world.
so probably show. If I'm assuming this is like a
Oh,
roguelike.
it's that Pac-Man.
It's the
Metroidvania?
Pac-Man.
That
Oh,
was
it's
cool.
yeah. I remember we saw
Stranger,
this at the Game
more
Awards,
in
and
a mysterious,
um,
maze-like world.
yeah, me and you didn't watch
This
Game
is
Awards
so
together, but me and the people we watched it with, we were losing it over seeing this.
You'll delve
Why
deep into
is-
the expansive world?
I still don't understand why this is a
Examine your
thing.
surroundings.
It's based
You
on
can
the
fish
Pac-Man
and
Secret
combine
Levels
with Puck
episode,
to
which is
explore
a
areas you couldn't
Amazon
reach before.
series.
No, I haven't.
Tread lightly.
That's
The
true.
I
creatures
haven't
inhabiting
watched
this
that,
world
but,
will prove hostile.
But I remember
mean,
when
I
Opposing
haven't
enemies,
either, but
You and Puck can temporarily fuse
I
into
just
a
remember
dialogue
some
to
friends of
unleash
mine. We
powerful
did a
attacks.
stream, Torment watches the Game Awards, and when this came on, I was
You'll
just
collect
like,
resources
what the
that
heck?
can then be used to enhance your abilities.
Interesting.
Work to uncover Puck's true goal.
I'm gonna be honest, this is probably a novel
Enemies to
one.
survive
I'm sitting
this cruel
out.
world.
It's
Experience
weird,
dark
but it's
twist
kind of
on the
like a
iconic
novelty
Pac-Man
thing.
way.
Like, if it gets
Shadow
really
Leopard
good
launches on
reviews, I might
Nintendo
like
Switch
buy it.
July
But like,
18th.
mean,
like,
I
don't know,
want
just-
to try it out, but realistically, there's other games. Hey, yo, wait, is that
It's
PSP, dude?
It seems kind
Yeah,
of
it's that PSP. Oh my god.
Patapon and Patapon 2
Yo!
onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle.
Yo, that's actually kind of crazy.
Drum to the beat.
Nintendo giving more love to Sony's legacy than
For
Sony.
example,
Nintendo gives more love to Microsoft than Microsoft, so why shouldn't they give more love to Sony's legacy than Sony?
True, but like, this is kind of shocking because this is big on PSP. Yo,
If you string together combos
Yeah, this
with
game
good
has
timing,
big, like,
the
mid-2000s,
Patapons enter
mid-late
paper mode
2000s
and get a
vibes.
big boost
Yeah,
in
if
power.
this was PSP, I might actually get this because I was thinking of getting it.
From the
PSP at some
horse
point.
riding Kibapon to the
oh, they didn't
shield
include a
savvy
third game with
Tatepon.
it though.
Build up
Yeah,
I
I
wonder
know
why.
I've told you about my issues regarding my PSP, so...
I mean, you could
It's-
say it here if you
Plus,
want
new
to.
features
if you
have been
want.
added.
Go ahead.
So you
Yeah,
can
but
manage
I'm
to
just
beat
saying,
your own drum.
I don't need to go into a whole bunch of details, but I know I've told you about how mine is, like,
Leave the Patapons
not
and
really
march forward.
functional,
When
and
Patapon
how it got
Plus
this
2
broken
replay
one, and I was like,
launches
trying to, like,
Nintendo
workshop
Switch,
it,
July 11th.
and make it work again, and gave it, like, a new screen, and a new drive, and everything.
Yeah,
Still
nah,
can't get it to-
PSPs are good systems, but
A
flimsy.
cozy place nestled
Yo,
in the
farming
Sweat
game!
Valley. This is where
This looks
your
like
new
Pokemon.
life begins.
It isn't
Pokemon.
Yeah, see? Story of Seasons farming game. Anyway,
Pokemon farming game. I knew it wasn't literally Pokemon because I didn't see any Pokemon.
Yeah.
It was literally like Pokemon if it was a farming game and had no Pokemon and had no value or any appeal whatsoever.
Look, I gotta be real. I just can't get over the idea that they revealed that game at a Nintendo Direct, but not a state of play. Like, that's just funny to me.
Then sell your
But also
produce
kinda
and other
awesome.
wares at the town's weekly bazaar.
The only game I'm kind of even vaguely interested in, like, this is Animal Crossing, but even the Animal Crossing isn't really a farming game. They did add farming to it though, on the
You can
newest
also
one, but
get to know the
still.
locals
I'd like to spend more time with
Okay.
you.
and maybe nurture a relationship. If
I was
you
hoping
find
we
that
never add
special
romance to Animal
someone.
Crossing. I'm not sure Daniel.
Plus, taking advantage of Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
Daniel is pretty faithful to Animal Crossing.
The winds of change are coming,
Moon.
and your
So
new
am I.
life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons.
You know what really
Grand
gets me?
Bazaar launches on the
They
Nintendo
had
Switch
bananas
system
in New
August
Leaf. Then they
22nd.
got rid of bananas in New Horizons. And then they introduced cooking mechanics immediately afterwards. It's like, why would you get rid of bananas if you were going to introduce cooking mechanics?
Yeah.
Next, please take a look at this.
This is Metroid, I think.
New DK, not just kidding.
No, this is Metroid.
Yeah, no,
This
no,
is-
you're right. I was joking.
Yeah.
Oh, finally, more info on this. Jeez, I
told
really
you.
hope it's a cross-gen though, because I feel that could benefit this game.
Yeah. I am planning on getting this. Maybe not day one, but
I feel
I
I
had more
need
time-
to
if I-
actually complete the Prime games.
if I had more time, I've been meaning to replay 1, 2, and 3. I beat 1 quite a few times. 2 I last played, and 3 a long time ago, but
Samus
I
finds
s-
a verdant jungle.
I still have
with a
them.
colossal tree at its center.
So I need to replay those right before this comes out, but I just haven't had a lot of time.
In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
Kind of want to get this day 1, but kind of don't think I will. Maybe.
You know, I heard it first.
Yeah.
She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting
Don't
to
wake up with the
strike.
sight of these guys.
The Alien versus Predator moment.
This doesn't really look super familiar or Metroid to me. That's kind of
I don't know. Gameplay-wise, it definitely is meant.
well, the gameplay looks good. Yeah, no, the gameplay. It's just I don't
Samus
really
is
kill from the
granted
design of those guys. They look a little
and
too
ancient powers,
Halo-y to me, I guess.
psychic abilities. These
Oh,
powers
that glossiness
allow
on her
Samus
suit,
to
that was
operate
crazy.
mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow
No
her
way
to
she can
control
open
the
doors.
trajectory of her beings with the power of
Did you know that this is gonna be a full Metroid game where you can open doors?
Whoa.
You couldn't do it in the previous ones. Every time you saw a door, you just have to turn back.
The more you know.
There's always a guy like this in Metroid games. Ooh, that looks nice. Ooh. Golf ball, you love to see it.
I will say
Big-
those blue
big
things
of a
kind of
goal.
looked like
What
penises.
will be her fate.
Like the thing you said
Well-
that looked nice.
No, I was talking about some like moss growing on the wall.
Oh,
What the hell were you
okay,
looking
okay,
at?
okay.
Are beginning to weave a new tale.
I was just
wonder
talking about
why is she
graphics as a
purple?
whole. Why is she purple? Because that's the shtick of the game. It's like Metroid Prime 4's like visual gimmick, I guess, is having a lot
Wait,
of purple.
chosen. What are they cooking here?
Red and black Samus. They always give us a new suit for some reason.
I
Looks
dig
like
that
even
design.
more
though.
challenges await
Lego
Samus.
Spurious Samus. Dolph
It kind of
Maul
reminds me of
Samus
like
even.
Looking
the
forward to
NES
exploring
look
Samus's
to a degree
new
too.
Psychic abilities.
It's Dolph Maul Samus. It's
Yeah, no,
Okay,
I know.
Death
let's
Watch
move
Samus.
on to some more headlines.
I'm joking, of course, but maybe.
Ready to
Yeah,
stir
no,
up
I know.
some mischief? Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a
I'm just shocked that
magical
that wasn't their
potion cafe.
ending.
As the newest potionista of
Like,
the cursed
Yeah,
cafe,
maybe we'll have.
you'll
It would probably
craft
be like, you
concoctions
know.
for Disney
I guess now that we've.
and
I mean,
get to
Metroid
know
Prime
them
4,
in
we
a
have
new
seen it
light.
before. They
Mix
usually do a new
ingredients to brew
announcement
all
at the
sorts of
end.
strange elixirs.
I really do think Kid
Then
Icarus
serve them
might
to
be
your
likely now
villainous
that
visitors,
Port
including
saying
Ursula
earlier.
and Gaston.
They could do
With
Wind
help
Waker
from
or Twilight
Yzma,
Princess
you
at the
can
end as
upgrade
well.
your ingredients to produce
that in
some
mind.
wildly wicked creations.
For their ports,
The
they still
potions
haven't
you
been
make can
announced. They would
influence
still be
each
considered
customer's storylines,
among Nintendo's fan
leading to
base, the type of
different
people who
outcomes
religiously
every
watch
time you play.
Nintendo Directs.
Who
It
knows
would
what
still be considered
mischief
big
might
news.
happen?
I mean, you
Disney
know,
Villains
Wind Waker
Cursed
if it gets
Cafe
ported, or
launches
Twilight
on
Princess
Nintendo
Everyone. I have
Switch
old
later
ones, but
today.
I'll buy a new one. I just hope if they do port Wind Waker, they may add like another dungeon or something, because
Summon a
it really just doesn't have
spellbinding
enough
adventure.
even. But I assume if they do port it, it'll probably just be HD, the same as it was on Wii U, which is a little sad because I would like. new
Welcome to
content also.
Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts.
So we got a Disney
During
game
class,
and then an
use
Owl
magic
House
circles
game.
to perform rituals.
That's crazy. This is
Is this
literally
an Owl House game?
Yeah,
And learn
Owl House the
advanced
game. That's
techniques
crazy.
To go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster.
Well,
I
There's also
Don't
I
tell
classes
only say
Owl
that
because-
because
outside of
Witch
class.
School. That's literally the only
Hang out with
comparison.
friends at their homes.
I was gonna say I've not seen much
Take
of
on
Owl
various
House.
jobs to help pay for tuition.
I was gonna say I have friends who were into it, but
Or
I was gonna
use
say
the spells you
Tyson,
learned
I guess
to
he's
craft
still
and sell original
I feel like you
items.
watched
You know,
a
that-
decent amount though to
Plus,
understand
up to 4
the
players
basic
can
premise.
make magic together in online
and
co-op.
Valerie, I
Explore
noticed
this
that she
whimsical
wasn't
world
into
on
it
the road
anymore,
to
so
graduation and beyond.
rip, I guess.
Are you ready for a spellbinding journey?
I mean, this game doesn't look awful, but it doesn't look great.
Enrollment begins.
It's
when
okay.
Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this
Yeah,
holiday.
I have a bad feeling it's peaked at Metroid, and we're gonna be like in for some boring stuff.
Action, adventure,
Well,
and
we always have
arcade
boring
games
stuff,
await.
like Disney.
Well, like
Set off
now,
on a
this is the boring
fantastical
phase.
mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming
Oh,
adventure,
hand-drawn.
you'll
Okay, you know
explore
what?
an
This
expansive
looks kind of
archipelago
cool, and I like
where
the
I-
art
magic and
style.
wonder
I can
collide.
appreciate
Upgrade your
hand-drawn,
trusty
though.
cane with
I suck at
magical
2D
parts.
platformers,
Then
so I don't
use
really
its
buy that
abilities
many of
to
these.
find
I'm
your own path.
more of a 3D
Platformers
platformer
I
guy,
do
but
buy.
Can
this
you
looks cool. We
uncover
should
the
make
secrets the
Omo buy this
archipelago
and tell us how it
holds?
is, because this
Find
looks like the
out
type of game
when the
he'd
Eternal
be
Life
good
of
at.
Goldman launches on Nintendo
Force
Switch
Omo.
this holiday.
Yeah, now
Yeah, well, he can
like,
buy it.
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a
This
colorful
looks like
Gradius!
you'd be
I know
into,
Gradius.
Jay.
of games from across
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
series.
say this is the type of game you're into. I thought.
Gradius,
Oh
Salamander,
yeah, I've been
Light
quite
Force.
the arcade guy lately. when it
Gradius
comes to
2.
completing games.
I was gonna say I thought
Gradius
you were
3.
into.
Good
and
challenge. Quick.
Salamander 2. Some
quick
titles
games.
come with multiple versions, including
Yeah,
ones
you should
from
totally get
different
this.
regions
This
and
seems like your
launch
style.
years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
Yeah,
Gradius
I've been wanting to
Origins
play more
launches on the
games of
Nintendo
this
Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Oh, today! Wow, neat.
Battle to the beat in Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the
Oh, I
corresponding
heard this
buttons in
one was
each lane
good.
to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat.
Well, they
Keep
had
the
Crypt
cadence
of
going
Neck
with
Dance,
epic boss
they had
battles, quirky minigames, remixed
the Zelda
stages,
one, and then this one
global
seems to be just a
leaderboards.
beat,
Plus, more
like,
musical mayhem awaits
board
in the
one,
Celeste Music Pack
whatever you call this.
ADLC.
They come
And
down. This
be on
Celeste,
the
yeah.
lookout for
Yeah,
more
kind of
details
DDR,
about the future.
Friday Night
Rift of
Funkin'
the
esque.
Necro Dancer
I never
launches
got
on
Pizza
Nintendo
Tower, but
Switch
apparently it's
later
costing us
today.
with this game.
Yeah, no. Pizza Tower.
Let's see what's in
Tomodachi.
store.
Okay,
Sanrio.
lots of Namco representation here.
I thought this was gonna be Sanrio, but this doesn't look like Sanrio.
Welcome to
Nah,
Tamagotchi
Tomodachi.
I kind of like
Brand
this
new
guy,
entry in
but
the
I don't know who he
Tamagotchi
is.
Connection series.
He is the
There
guy
are
that
stores
originated from
and
Mario
more.
Kart Arcade.
Design glasses at the eyewear
Wow.
shop.
This game looks pretty
Pearly
weird.
Whites solo or with a friend.
This looks like
at
a
the
DS
dentist.
game, bro.
And arranged
Damn.
plates at the afternoon tea shop. 12 wonderful stores need your help.
We had a lot of games
Provide
like
good
this
customer service to get high ratings
in
and
the
upgrade
Wii
each
days,
shop.
and it seems like they're still around.
In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before. With over
I didn't know
100
Tamagotchi
new
was so
and
bad.
classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be
Did
booming.
you say Tomodachi?
Get ready to set up shop
I thought it
when
was
Tochi?
Tamagotchi Plaza launches on
Tamagotchi.
Nintendo Switch June
Have I been
27th.
pronouncing it wrong this whole time?
Maybe. Well, it's not just you.
Well, here's your Pokemon. There we go. We were talking about this
Yeah.
earlier.
Lego Pokemon coming next year, Jay. How do you feel?
Oh yeah, this was a game. It was gonna be like
Welcome
open
to
world.
Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll
There's a
begin
Silver
your
Voice
adventure
call
by
going on
choosing
right
one
now,
of
and I
three
know they're
partner Pokemon.
freaking out about it in the Silver Voice call. I'm sure
Setting
right
is
now
this
because
metropolis that
one of the
also
guys in
appeared
there
the
loves
Pokemon X
loves
and
Pokemon.
Y games.
Ah.
Lumio City. To make it easier for people
Yeah,
and
that was
Pokemon
basically
to
me at
coexist,
Metroid. It's
a
like, oh
company
yeah, I
named
know some people
Quasartico
are
Inc.
freaking
is
out
carrying out an urban redevelopment plan.
I'd show up that game's
Oh, I like-
cross
Here,
gen.
we'll get a glimpse
I
into the
like
lives
the-
of the Pokemon and people of
I
Lumio
play
City.
Pokemon occasionally, but I don't like buy all of them. I like the characters, like the actual Pokemon.
Scattered
It's just, I don't know,
all
its
over town
gameplay's
are
never
wild
been
zones.
exactly for me. For an RPG
These
battle
areas are
system, it's always
special
like kind of
environments where
on the
wild
bland
Pokemon can
side.
live comfortably, even within
And
the city.
you know, they don't really have like super deep stories or
You can catch
super
Pokemon
engaging.
here.
Really, it's just, I tend to get bored of them after a while. You know, like
But they might be hostile.
it's nice,
If
but
you
like
sense trouble,
my
get to
attention
safety.
span's not great, and they're pretty
There are
simple.
Pokemon that live outside wild zones too.
Part of it's I'm just a little too old, I guess.
Some
Well,
of them
Pokemon
can
maybe.
even be
I do
found
like playing them from time
On
to time, but
rooftops,
I think this would be a good thing to get, you
people
know,
and
like a kid
Pokemon
into
live
RPGs
easygoing
and
lives
stuff.
in Lumio City.
Pokemon games in general, but
But
just someone who's played
when
like Final
night
Fantasy and
falls,
stuff, it doesn't seem like.
The city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to
Aura?
participate in a tournament,
Brain rot
Mhm.
term?
Lucario?
the ZA Royale. Trainers await in battle zones.
The Wizlord?
If you're spotted,
Yeah, he is
we challenge you
Wizlord.
to battle.
The Rizzler and Pokemon before GTA.
Strike
The Aura
first
changed.
before
She was
you
Lucario,
see it,
too.
And you'll land a surprise attack. During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key.
Kind of weird. This is like not just regular Pokemon. Kind of like
With
if I
Mega
did like
Evolution,
Pokemon spin-off
some
songs in one
Pokemon
of the main
can power
games in
up
some
even
ways.
more.
I just feel like though
This would have greatly
You'll start at rank C
like
and
benefit
work
if
your
they
way
moved
up to
development
rank A.
to switch to like this type of game.
Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted.
Maybe I'm not
4
sure these
Prime 4,
These
I get
Pokemon-
why it's Switch, and honestly, it looks good.
Pokemon games just never really push the whole sense limits. I mean, it's understandable. I mean, you gotta go with the audience is. You know, Pokemon's always something that appeals to very like wide swath of people. Like lots of people buy Pokemon; it's very popular, and it makes sense that right now,
Legends
when Switch
CN
2, we don't know
launches
how
Nintendo
big of an
Switch
install base it will
later this
have
year.
right after launch, and how many units Nintendo have ready. It makes sense that they'll go for will the people or will they actually buy it, and it will still be playable on Switch 2, so it makes sense, I think, where it is. I think they
Please be on the
did
lookout
it
for
right.
more information in the future. Next, please take a look at this.
Here we go. Let's go.
Hello there.
Rhythm Heaven?
The game
Question
you're about
mark?
to see.
Because the
Doesn't
creator
have
of
a big, epic
Rhythm Heaven
story.
had like cancer or something. So
But what it
I
does
hope
have
they're
is
doing
lots
good.
of funny little rhythm games. You wanna see?
This is
Just press
definitely
the
Rhythm
button to
Heaven.
jump through the ring.
People have been wanting this a while, but I've never played Rhythm Heaven. I've never been really into rhythm games, so I suck at them.
Dang.
Sounds easy,
It's so easy. Fails.
but the timing is super tricky.
Oh, it sounds easy. Never mind.
Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm.
I kind of vibe this
In this
beat.
game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm.
As a music reviewer, what do you think of that beat?
Pretty chill, yeah.
With practice,
Cool.
you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Okay, that would actually be crazy playing this with your eyes closed. But it is doable.
Oh, your eyes open right now, Jay?
Yeah,
It's-
believe it or not.
Close some.
Into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series, Rhythm Heaven Groove.
That's cool.
There's like this weird subset of people on Nintendo channel who are going to be freaking out about that.
That was
Not me,
Rhythm
but
Heaven
somebody.
Groove, a
Wait,
brand
what
new
was that?
entry in the Rhythm
I think
Heaven
this is like
series.
the subset of people
It
on
includes
social media
lots
who are
of
going to be
music
freaking out about
produced
this.
by renowned Japanese
But not
musician
me.
Suku. What kinds of
I
rhythms
think
do you
it's
you'll
cool.
hear? We hope you're looking forward to it.
But I don't know if I'd say I'm freaking out. I mean, I'll get
Next,
it.
We have news about the use of digital games on your system.
Ayo,
Please take a look.
1 second. Use
Weird.
digital games on your system. What's he cooking?
With game cards, you can put a game
Nice.
featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card.
What?
In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games. When
This is, I think,
purchasing the
probably
digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system
The
as a
thing-
virtual game card.
to have people be able
Allowing you
to
to
walk
play
their
that
digital
title.
games easily to Switch 2. I'm guessing this has something to do
Yeah.
with that.
Your
they're
digital
having it
games will be
switched
lined
too.
up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen.
Then why wasn't this at the Switch 2
Here, you
presentation?
can load and eject your virtual game cards
Yeah,
and manage
it
which
just
games
seems
you
to
can
be
play on your
also
system.
doable on the Switch. Like it's kind of weird. I'm guessing that's why they made it though. Is some quirk of the Switch 2?
If you have two Nintendo Switch systems,
Because I thought you
You
could
can
only do
eject a
this
virtual
if
game
you had
card
a
from
second
one.
Switch.
and load it onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system wherever
I feel
and
the only
whenever you
purpose of
want,
this is if you have two Switches.
just as if you had inserted a physical game card.
But it
With
prevents you
virtual
from
game
playing it
cards,
on both
you
at the
can
same
freely load
time.
and arrange which games you play on up to two systems.
It's so people can't show games. That's
Local communication
so-
with your second system
it's
is
so if
required.
two
but
people
only the
logged
first
into
time.
the same account can't play it on two Switches at once, the same game or
You
something.
can also lend
I love
out virtual
that.
game cards to your Nintendo account family group members.
They say you can.
Connect to your
though.
family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game.
I
That
just
does
don't like
make
how they're
sense.
marketing
Title
it
you're
as
lending.
it'll replace.
And who you're lending it to.
Like, it's like a physical game in digital. Like, I don't like how they're promoting it like that. Because it's
Like
not.
that's just weird. That's just like
now
needlessly
play on their
complicating
phone system.
things.
Like, that. It's
You
not
can only
right. It's
lend
weird.
one game at a time to a particular person. games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you.
So it's a rental system.
The Nintendo landlord.
Even easier to
The
use.
Nintendo landlord is
Virtual
real. The
game
Nintendo
card.
landlord is you.
I was actually thinking Nintendo Blockbuster.
The virtual game card
Yep.
feature lets you swap games between Nintendo
But
Switch
landlord
systems
sounds funny.
as
I just
well
don't
as to
understand
Nintendo
the point
Switch
of
2
this.
systems.
I thought I did,
This
but then as it
feature
went on, I
is
didn't.
planned to be added via a system update
This
in late
feels like
April.
just something to get people
Let's take a
more
look
into the
at more
Nintendo
Nintendo
Switch
Switch
ecosystem.
games.
They should have done it earlier if they were gonna do that.
As I said, it's probably so thankful. Switch, 2 still, but I don't know why. Which is, I don't know why. Oh yeah, I can't remember seeing this at, I think this is Game Awards.
Yeah, that was a weird like.
I don't hate it, but it's weird. That's
How they're marketing it.
Yeah,
Big,
we had basically the same reaction to that, I think, Jay.
yeah. Oddly enough, the big highlight for me was that PSP game getting the remake treatment. That was probably the biggest highlight for me, even though I never played that game.
The only thing I've seen so far that I'm actually planning on buying is Metroid, and we already knew about that. I'm hoping we might see something like Elsewhere at the End.
Cover history once more.
This looks like Fire Emblem, maybe?
Yo, Silk Song. Nah, I'm joking.
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2
Oh,
is
wow.
venturing on to Nintendo Switch.
Probably a good game, but
Mika style
probably not buying it
warfare
either.
and will
No
be
hate though.
explored.
This looks cool.
Two
I'm glad it's
heroes
on here.
whose fates
I would
and
get this if I had like
legacies will
unlimited time of
intertwine
money. I
across
just
generations in this
don't.
epic
It's like
Um,
originally a GBA game.
I think this was PS1.
Oh, okay.
Experience the original story, along with brand new
Um,
events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale.
But like, no, this game looks chill. If I had unlimited time and
Team
money,
up with
I
more
would buy it,
characters in
but
battle,
I don't, so I just
and
won't,
transfer
I
stats
guess.
to allies through the parameter
So much.
inherited system.
So many games, so little time, you know, but
After finishing the main story,
looks nice.
you can test your mettle and might against even
It's
more
good,
powerful
you know.
bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2
I dig
Remastered
the vibes.
launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Neat. Next.
Monumental
Oh, yo!
adventures await.
These games are fun. These games are fun.
Embark on peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games. Wander through isometric
This
worlds
came out at a time
filled with
back when
stunning
mobile
landscapes
games were
to
kind of
manipulate,
interesting.
optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets
Not to
to
say they're not
unfold.
now, but they really
Amazing.
quality.
Lead the
It's
silent
kind of
princess
amazing to
Ida
me
in
how
her
much,
quest
like,
for forgiveness,
mobile
while
games have
outsmarting
receded as like a
pragmatic
force
frog
in the
people.
gaming industry.
A different
Angry
journey
Birds?
awaits in
You don't really hear
Monument
about
Valley
Angry
2.
Birds anymore.
Guide
Yeah.
Ro in her
I
adventure
remember one time it was like
through
mobile games of the
as she and
future,
her
and it's gonna
child unlock the
run,
secrets
you know,
of the
Nintendo and their
sacred
DS and
geometry.
their handhelds and stuff
Both
all out of
games
business, and
contain
it
all
just
their
didn't
additional
happen.
chapters,
That just didn't
add-ons,
happen,
and
thank God. You know, I
DLC.
never wanted it to happen,
The
obviously,
first
but
two
it just,
Monument
it
Valley
didn't
games
happen.
launch on Nintendo
Nintendo
Switch,
was
April
in their
15th.
handheld,
No new
the
content,
Switch, you
sorry.
know,
And
and the
later
Switch
today
2 live and well,
Nintendo
just
eShop.
flourishing, and mobile games.
Help Noor on her journey to restore the
Just-
world's
Hey,
life.
yo.
Don't hear
in
much.
Monument
You still
Valley
kind of hear about
3,
Candy Crush
set in
occasionally.
Yo!
Nintendo Switch.
I
Demon
actually
Souls
never
takes
knew
it-
they made it. Oh wait, no, it's Nintendo Switch exclusive. Okay, that's actually cool. I haven't played 2 yet though, or
Golf.
really dabbled in it enough.
Golf, you like golf, Jay. See, anime golf.
What?
A brand
This
new
just seems
entry
like
in
the type of thing
Everybody's
you'd be
Golf
into.
series is
Bruh.
thriving onto Nintendo Switch.
This looks bizarre.
Aim, time your button press just right, and take your shot.
Is it really bizarre? It's just anime people golfing.
Perform backspins.
I
Side
don't
spins,
really understand why
And other
anyone
special
would really
shots.
make a game like this. You know, why
in the
to
single
accommodate to the
challenge
Wii
mode.
crowd. Also,
Compete in
everybody
tournaments
golfs was a
and face
thing
off
on
against
the
a range
Wii.
of rivals
And
to
believe it or not, I
become
think
Yeah,
the
that's
people
the
who
way
made
golf.
the Wii one was the same people who made Mario Golf
In Wacky
on
Golf,
the
your
GameCube.
shots could get pulled into holes,
If I'm not
Interesting.
mistaken.
or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course.
I might be spreading
Up to
misinformation.
4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally or in online play. So just relax and get ready to tee off.
No.
The animations of
Everybody's
this
Golf
game look
Hot
so
Shots
stiff.
lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
Namco again. Jeez.
I just have to be a Halo. Oh, what's this?
This is a cool style. Okay.
Namco?
Unite some of
Marvel
Marvel's
beat 'em up?
greatest superheroes in the fight against evil.
I like this. Oh, yo, Marvel beat 'em up. Let's go. Okay.
Including the likes of the spectacular
Called it.
Spider-Man
I mean, I'm not really a beat 'em up fan, but I like
to take
Marvel.
on the challenge.
I like this old style
Close quarters combat
and the designs they
aerial
have for the
races.
Marvel characters.
I
They're
really
very
hope it has
classic
online
looking,
play, because
Heroes from
I would
classic-
definitely play this with people.
possibilities.
real
And swap
classic,
between
kind
a
of
team of two
colorful
at any time.
designs.
Yo!
Not like
Your team's
MCU or
strengths to
washed out.
overwhelm
They're like
your
very
foes.
good
Plus, up to 4
art
players
styles.
can
Really good
Hell
versions
yeah!
of these
online co-op
characters.
play.
Online,
Yeah,
online,
Sentry.
Christine. Are you
The
not
battle for
hyped?
the
Get
fate of
hyped.
the Marvel Universe begins when
Probably won't have
Marvel
money,
Cosmic
but
Invasion
depending on how much
launches
you
Yo, and it's made by the people who made Shredder's Revenge. Hell yeah.
If you wanna,
This
if
game
you wanna
looks
just
slap.
play it with, if you wanna play it with someone, I guess I could try to
where
get
you'll
it.
battle as a
Yeah,
tag
okay.
team of different superheroes.
Just
Next
remind me.
is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
Okay, two really hype
Wind Waker, let's
announcements.
go.
Rift
Wind
of
Waker.
Heaven was pretty cool too. I'd add that. Maybe.
This is not Wind Waker.
No, it isn't.
This is
It's
like
Animal.
Tomodachi
Animal?
Life.
Oh no, Tomodachi. Yeah, you're right. Tomodachi. What am I saying?
Joey's freaking out right now. Is this guy? I know he's gonna be freaking out right now.
Okay, this is cool actually.
This is kinda
I'm
cool.
happy we got a new Tomodachi.
I don't know if I'll actually buy it or not, but it's
We got a new Tomodachi before GTA.
Tomodachi life, living the dream.
Hell yeah. 2026. Okay, so Switch 1 support will be here for quite a while, which is
well,
honestly not shocking, but still.
I mean, considering how well it sold, 3DS didn't sell as well as the Switch has, and even it lasted.
Want to talk?
Even it lasted for through the end of
That was only a
2018.
dream.
So,
Cool.
so I'm not surprised too much about Switch 1, especially since the cartridges will still be compatible with Switch 2. There is a lot of incentive for like companies to make their games still Switch 1, because then they can have it on shelves will act for both. So people who have a Switch 2 will still want to buy it, because they can play it on Switch 2.
You know,
But then people who
Yeah.
don't can also still buy it and play it. So people who just
Yeah, we
have
get
Switch
that,
1, they'll
Chris.
put it's Makes sense.
Our final announcement is something
Wait,
a
didn't they say the
different.
last
It's
one was the
not a
final
game.
announcement? Hey, what?
I thought
Miyamoto
so.
To introduce it.
Hopefully this is Wind Waker, but I don't know why they'd be bringing up Miyamoto for that.
The Zelda movie game.
Nintendo Direct.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much.
What did he say? He
Continue
cut
to
out on my
broadcast
end.
Nintendo Direct
Thank you very
presentations.
much. He's just
But
saying
we're
how
also
much they
launching
grow.
a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today,
Nintendo, you already got too many
which
apps.
functions as a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day.
There he is. Pascal.
After the Nintendo Direct
I can't
for
believe they
Nintendo
digitalized the
Switch 2
Nintendo
on April
calendars they
2nd.
used to give out.
News
To my
about
Nintendo people.
Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly
Nintendo
through the
J-Winning
Nintendo
calendar
Today
when?
app as well.
Honestly, that'd be based.
Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
I was gonna say, if it's called Nintendo Today,
Anyone
it will
with a
be
Nintendo
available
account can use
today.
the app, so please try it out.
This is literally an app
I just
That's all I have to share.
look at and then never
I hope you
use.
enjoy using Nintendo today.
We have too many Nintendo apps. You got the NSO app. You got maybe you got whatever. I don't remember. Then you got
That's all for today's
the
Nintendo
music.
Direct.
It's also very good as the
Thank you
last
for watching.
announcement.
Yeah,
I
they should have
guess-
put their music on Spotify, honestly.
Yeah, because
But Sega does what Nintendo, and they did that. Woo! Let's go, Sega. Anyway, so what did you think?
Pretty lackluster, honestly. The only thing I saw that I'm really outright planning on buying is Metroid Prime 4, and I already knew about that. Tomodachi Life seems kind of neat, but other than that, I'm just
was
not all that
honestly-
excited about anything. This was a lot of just mid.
Damn.
This is
yeah.
honestly one of the worst Nintendo Directs we've seen in a while. Maybe for all of the Switch's lifespan. It's not too surprising though, considering we're going to be having one here again in a few days on April 2nd. So because that is literally less than a week from today. That's 6 days from today. And so I'm assuming that's where the good stuff's going to be. We know they're going to have Mario Kart at that. And they're probably going to have. I'm surprised they haven't announced a new 3D Mario yet. I'm guessing a new 3D Mario will probably be.
No, a new 3D Mario Switch 2.
Yeah, that's my point. I'm guessing a new 3D Mario will probably be. That's my big prediction, Jay. I'm predicting a new
How
3D
bold of
Mario.
you.
We will see it here on April 2nd at that Direct.
Very bold and risky, Chris.
It's very bold and risky. But on the other hand, I've been predicting a new 3D Mario. It's why haven't they done it? I thought we were going to have two big 3D Marios on the Switch. Like we did on the Wii. And we got Odyssey and just nothing happened. It's been 8 years, bro. And I mean, yeah, we got Wonder. Wonder was great. That's a new 2D Mario, but I'm just very surprised we didn't get more 3D. I mean, we got Bowser's Fury, I guess. I'm not counting that. I mean, that was great too, but a full game like Odyssey, the last time many of us got to play a new one was, I mean, I guess if you waited to play Odyssey, it's whenever you bought Odyssey. But for me, I got Odyssey day one. So last time I played a new mainline, 3D Mario was October 28th. I think it was 28th, maybe it was 27th. 2017. I mean, that was a long time ago, bro.
Well, on that
2017, I
point,
was
though, really quick, just to wrap up the recording so it doesn't go on for too long.
Sorry.
Basically, I felt kind of the same way as you, but I wouldn't say it was the worst we got, because I feel like still the COVID ones are really bad.
Huh?
Yeah,
Oh, the
yeah, the one
Directs,
during
the Directs.
COVID, those ones, yeah.
So I thought you said about Mario games. I was like,
No.
the COVID Mario games, was it?
No, I'm giving my final thoughts on the Direct so I could close this off. Anyway, so I will say there is some hype stuff here too, which kind of made up for it. Yeah, they were more niche, but it was still pretty hype, I'd say. I would rate this maybe a 7, a solid 7. Yeah.
I'd give it a 2.
Damn. Okay, so on that note, take care, everyone. Yeah. Let's go for that. Chris, do you want to say anything for an outro?
Yeah, I hope April 2nd Nintendo Direct will be better. I very much expect the heavy hitters to be there, so
it will.
I'm not really too disappointed by that. By this, just to be clear. Thanks for watching Jay's video. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Helps us out, maybe.
Thank you. Thank you.
And have a good rest of your day, I guess.
Yeah.